What's up guys, it's April 6th here, and originally I wasn't going to do one of these videos today because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather and wasn't really in the mood, but when a crap ton of information comes my way and some very important perspectives are needed on that information, well then I'm going to put this camera in front of my face and talk at it. So I'm going to discuss Syria, Pedogate, Trump, and aliens, just to let you know, so let's get into it. Now the Syria situation, I just did a video on that. It was obviously a false flag, and I just want to tell you, I am so excited because everybody is understanding that this was a false flag. Hashtag Syria hoax is trending. It's been trending on Twitter all freaking day, which is awesome. Ron Paul came out pretty instantly after the Syria attack occurred and said, false flag, boom, right there. A CNN reporter was left speechless by a Republican congressman. I don't know what his name was. I'm going to see if I can find that video for you guys, but he was questioning whether it was Assad or not, because he was saying, Assad wouldn't want to do something like that, and this CNN reporter had nothing to say, and she was left silent. So people are waking up to it. It's becoming fairly obvious. That is awesome. Now, what also occurred just yesterday on the 5th was that in Syria, ISIS, execution style, killed 33 people, and in Iraq, again, execution style, they killed 22 people. Now, remember, season of sacrifice, ritualistic sacrifices, 33 and 22 are pretty important numbers to those elites, to the, call them what you want, the Illuminati. So, again, more false flags, more neocon war drumming occurring. Just another couple examples of how this is probably all a setup. Now, as onto the issue of Donald Trump, right? So I've seen a lot of stuff saying that Trump is getting us into a war, yada yada. I don't necessarily think that. I think he is quite, I mean, it's obvious to me that he's being baited. You know, this attack goes off, and what's really puzzling to me, though, is Tillerson's comments today stating that there's already actions underway to oust Assad, whether, he was just saying things or if that's really the case, who knows. Donald Trump is meeting with his national security advisors tonight, and I mean, it's really interesting that just a week ago he would say that their policy is to leave the Syria regime change issue up to the Syrian people. Now this happens. Tillerson goes and says that. So I don't feel like Donald Trump is leading us into a war. I think he's trying to be baited by the deep state. Maybe Donald Trump just needs some new advisors. I don't know. And I want to also discuss Syria in regards to Pedogate, because I came across a buttload of information today that really showed me or let me believe that not only, was Syria convenient, just trying to bang the warm drums, yada yada, provoke Russia and whatnot, put Trump in a bind, but I think one of the main reasons was to distract from Pedogate, because there's a lot of information that's been surfacing throughout news circles, alternative news circles, the past few days in regards to Pedogate, and retaliation for Pedogate. Now let me explain. The news that's been spreading, one of the big pieces is an NBC report from 2013 of Hillary Clinton stifling investigations at her own State Department of pedophilia. And this was on NBC Today. So this was not, this was a big deal, but it was just kind of hush-hushed. And that report is, again, has been circulating again the past few days. Not only do we have that, but in Australia, a man his name was Bob McCormick. He was a senior reporter in Sydney, Australia. He was arrested, and he was a pretty well-connected guy. So big name taken down. I know it's overseas. I'm in America here, but very important, because what information will they find from him? There's that. And lastly, this is why I think Syria was to distract us from some certain child trafficking and human trafficking information, was because just yesterday, the House Judiciary Committee passed 3 bills that all pertain to pedophilia and child exploitation. Now, I'm going to link a video with Trey Gowdy discussing it down below, and the bills that passed was H.R. 1842, which was called the Strengthening Child Safety Act, H.R. 1862, which was the Global Child Protection Act, and H.R. 1761, which was called the Protecting Child Against Exploitation Act. Global Child Protection Act. I want to say that again. Important words. And all these three bills were passed through the House Judiciary Committee yesterday. So what I think is that those deep state syndicates are pulling some retaliation in Syria because they know that their time is limited, and they know that the Achilles heel, which is the pedophilia issue, is they can't run and they can't hide from it very much longer. So I wanted to pass, it's one of the main reasons I wanted to pass this video along to you guys was to tell you about that and give you that perspective, was that Pedogate ain't dying, Pizzagate ain't dying, whatever you want to call it. It's ramping up quicker and quicker and quicker, and you know, it's up to us, the peoples and the independent media, to discuss it and discuss the news about it, because of course you didn't hear any of those bills being talked about on CNN. All they wanted to distract you with was the Syria hoax. So anyway, there's that. And then lastly, let's talk about aliens, because over the past couple days there's been reports circulating through the mainstream media of soft disclosure articles. One was on April 3rd. I came across this, that they were discussing the radio bursts, and a lot of reports circulated, but some radio bursts that they found 10 years ago, they confirmed were from outer space, yada yada. And a report today I just found on space.com was saying that an atmosphere was spotted on an Earth-like planet for the very first time. Now, of course, what soft disclosure essentially means is that they're prepping people's minds for greater things to be revealed, you know, greater hidden truths to come out. So I'm not going to rant along the lines of the partial disclosure yada yada nonsense like I did in my last video or my last update on April 4th, but I will be doing a report discussing all the different factions of the disclosure movement right now and who might be trying to play us like a fiddle, okay, basically. So I just wanted to share those disclosure articles with you, those that are in the mainstream, because those are just going to get quicker and quicker and quicker. And I think that the elites might be right, because I mean their Syria hoax was complete bust. People know about it. So I think to cover up this pedophilia and the really deep, dark, satanic stuff, they might try to pull a certain false flag with the UFO issue, or some type of sanitized or controlled disclosure. So anyway, this video is long enough. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for all your support. Done.